And good afternoon. Thank you for tuning into another JD channel video, in which today we're going to be swapping the messed up headlight from the E39 and cleaning up the one we got from the junkyard. So in this video I'll go over two things: how to swap the headlight and also how to clean up a headlight that you get from the junkyard that's cloudy. So this is the headlight I got from Pick and Pull. Sadly, this is considered a large headlight, so it was $40. I found out this weekend, if you're a rewards member, it was $10, but the guy didn't bother to tell me at the one junkyard. I visited two today, found out the second, so I'm probably going to return the broken one because F that. That's BS. So let's go clean it up. So a lot of people usually use the toothpaste method. I'm not doing that. Some people sand it, hoping this one's not so bad. But for years I've been using this product called Plastix. This bottle I've had for probably about 3 to 5 years. I paid around $5 to $6 a few years ago, and I've done probably 6, 7, maybe 8 times with this so far on a few pairs of headlights. A few I've had to do multiple times in the one session. So I mean, for $6, this has got me through a lot of jams. Let's see how this goes on this headlight. Hopefully just one try will work. This one has some clear coat damage, so I mean it probably would have been better to sand it, but let's see how clean we can get it with this. So first you coat it on. Quick impulse there. Let's see. They coat it on. Don't need that much of it. Now I'm gonna go get a rag and go wipe it on. I don't think I have any rags, so I'm probably gonna use a paper towel. I would advise using a rag so you can reuse it instead of just throwing away all these paper towels. So you kind of coat it. It's kind of nicer that it's not on the car yet, because you leave it on the car, it kind of waxes a little bit of it. This stuff is actually supposed to be used to clean several kinds of plastic. Let me see if I can put this somewhere. So you can kind of give it a light coat. I'm not even pressing hard because I'm holding my phone in my other hand. Let's see if I can put this on this yellow bucket. Okay, yes I can. So we angle this thing so you can see the polish. Polish it a little better, hopefully. This is a plastic headlight that makes that noise. And this was still cheaper than buying a replacement cover. I'm returning the old headlight store credit because fuck that. The fact that there was a special this weekend, I would have preferred knowing about that, so I would have signed up, just only pay $10. Except 4 times that. That is nice. It's a lot better than my other ones that come out with. And now the fun part, to remove the headlight out of the E39, which you will need a ratchet, of course, as well as an 8mm socket. I do have an extension on here because there are 2 that are deep in the back. Let's go take a look at what I'm talking about. And of course you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got the long extension just in case for the 8mm. And before you do that, obviously you have to remove all the wires. Obviously the turn signal is going to be a little harder, so you save that for last. You have the low beam. For the LCI or facelifted one, you have the halo bulb as well as a high beam. Since the other headlight came with a high beam, I'm gonna leave the bulb in there, but let's take it out because that cracked one, everybody says it doesn't sit right, so let's see at least if it looks better. The side-by-side comparison of the pick and pull headlight and the messed up headlight. Of course, don't forget the plastic trim, otherwise it'll look kind of funky. You gotta remove this and put it onto that. Thought this one had it, so it didn't. Don't forget also to make sure that anything needed, like of course the turn signal bulb is gone. So let's go transfer everything over. Unclipping this, make sure not to break the tabs. I mean, probably, yep. Stupidly I broke one. See, this is body color, so obviously you return it onto it. The car I took this one off of was also Titan Silver. I thought the guy left it, I guess he didn't. I think I'll transfer this over. Also note that there's a tab here where the trim goes. Because this one's busted anyway, I couldn't figure out how to take it off, and I just saw it probably just pushed down, but I broke it off. Now I'll transfer the strip onto the new one so it'll look correct. Go insert this in here, then match the trim up so it'll fit on the headlight. So for the converter rings you buy off of eBay, you have to match them up into the headlight housing for it to fit in the low beam. There's a few tabs here. It's not very easy when you're doing it and you have no space you can't see, so this way at least I'm going to be able to match it up. Let me put down the camera and I'll do it right now. Another thing you want to make sure is that there's no damage on the headlight. You should check this because this is moving. But the car actually is being sold or donated, I'm not sure. So the ring actually, when it's out of the car, is very easy to kind of link. See, so you put the tabs in there, then just wire it back in. This is where the halo light goes, and I'm going to remove the bulb from that one to put in here for the turn signal. Too bad I don't have another one, but this I noticed in the rear turn signal too. This is kind of weird why it always does that. Guessing it's not very well heat coated from the factory, but look at that. This is freaking gross. So let's put it back. And now you perform it backwards with the 4 bolts, which I will video, and connect all the wires. I'm gonna see if I could hit this a little bit from this side, but I don't think it'll make it any better. Since I got this from the junkyard, first thing you want to do, obviously, make sure all the bulbs work. High beam. The high beam is the one I got from the junkyard. And now bolt everything in place. 4 screws. I'll try to hand tighten this actually first. Guessing when that guy hit it, he bent where it mounts. Well, this is plastic. I just realized I could probably bought a new one of these. Huh. Yeah, you have one by the turn signal, which mine's not lined up. Oh shit. And there's the finished product of the headlight. Not bad. This is still off, which I figured out the tab is busted. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. But overall, better than what it was. At least this is a little more lined up. So that was my video on the installing and cleaning of the headlight, which I tried to return it earlier, and the one time they noticed it. So I'm stuck with it. That kind of sucks. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in.